So good evening everyone for this day two of this data science bootcamp training. Okay. We'll just do a quick recap. What we have did we just saw in last class. Okay. We were just discussing about these things, right? What is the evaluation of data science? How the data science industries got into the track, right? So what are the advantages? Why the data science the most important thing, right? So we got many terms, how the entire system works, right? We were seeing most of that in the first class, right? So continuing that, okay, continuing that, we'll start off with the next day. Okay, so we'll start the day with what is the difference between analysis and analytics. Okay, so you people can, anyone can just give what all you have idea about analysis and then analytics. Can anyone, can people they use their chat box and they can just describe that what all you have idea about analysis and then what all you have idea about analytics? Is both are same or both are different? You can just say. I just come with to the next question. Is analysis and analytics are same or different? You can use your chat box to just tell your you just post your comments. Okay, so I just give you the question: is analysis and analytics are same or different? Okay, guys, please be interactive. That's what we just require, because whatever I'm going to teach will get you some knowledge, but how we are going to be interactive in the class will help you to go for a long run. Okay. Okay, great. I get a mixed answer. Okay, so different. If I feel it's same, okay. Some gave definition what is meant by analysis, analytics. Great. So, to be very frank, or to answer this question, is analytics and analysis are same? No, they are not. They aren't not. But they are. People might say analysis and analytics are somewhere equal. Okay, so in a background of time, if we eliminate time, both analysis and analytics are equal. But if you go into deeper, somewhat deeper, something like what is the perfect definition of analysis and perfect definition of analytics, both are different. We'll just see the main thing. The main difference between these two is the lack of transparent understanding of both. Okay, so instead of directly telling what is mean by analysis, something like analysis is called blah blah, and so this is called analysis, so people won't get that, right? So I'll start with an example for analysis. Okay, so analysis, consider you have a set of data. Okay, so you collected three sets of data from your customer. Okay, so what you will be doing, instead of doing this big work, you'll split up into three different works and you'll be doing that, right? So what you are doing, you have a set of work, you are splitting that into three or n number of things, and you are doing that. So most probably what you'll be doing, this data will be collected from your customers. Okay. If you just look into that, it will be from your past service or past customers. You will be getting your feedback and you'll be storing that, right? So analysis is nothing but something you are going to work with on past data. So how was my service for the past 1 year? How was my customers feedback for the past 1 year? I'm going to collect that. I'm going to analyze that. Okay, the first pointers, analysis is going to deal only with the past data. So the next thing, what is, okay, analysis is going to deal only with the past data. Okay, so most probably analysis deals with the answers like how did you get this, why we are going to do this. Okay, so that is the main thing we are going to see. Okay, so consider how you are going to take this decision for your future work. So I have did my analysis from my past data. Okay, why you are going to change your product, why you are going to change your service, why you are going to change some things in your service. So I have did some analysis in my past. Okay, so I have some examples here how the movie ended. Okay, why was the graph going down here? Why was the why was my graph going down here? That's my question, right? Okay, yeah, so why was my graph going down? So to answer this question we should do analysis. The same thing, by now you would have experienced. Okay, analysis is a term to analyze our past data, so analytics will be the future predicting. Okay, we are going to explore the potential future events. So in future this will be my demand in my service field, so I am going to improve my service there. Analytics. Okay, so what is meant by analysis? Analysis is like whatever happened, whatever data you have, you are going to what to say, you are going to get that, you are going to collect that data, you are going to do an operation to analyze what you have done these much days. Analytics is like the prediction you are going to do for your future service. Okay, so analytics also we can further classify it into two things. We can classify into qualitative analysis and quantitative analysis, right? So I'll come to the first thing, qualitative analysis. Quality. Okay, so qualitative analysis, to be more precise, it just gives two things. Your intuition, by next month corona's things will get fallen, so that mask or the sanitizer prices will go less, so I don't want to produce more sanitizer or more mask. So this will be your intuition. Okay, your what to say, your personal intuition or your organization intuition. Intuition is nothing but you don't have any valid records. Something like my market price will be low, I'll be just saying from my from my mind. I don't have any records, just my intuition, just my forecast. Okay, so your intuition plus previous analysis, what you have done, these both will give you a qualitative analysis. So qualitative analytics will give you some overview, but it may leads to you in some risk also. Okay, why you will get risk? You have intuition here, you don't have any records like your market will go up or down, right? So qualitative analytics have certain risk. Moving on to the quantitative analytics. So here we are going to combine the formulas and algorithms. Okay, the formula, how the formula is derived. So something like this, for the past 1 year this is my sales, it's going like this, up and then down. So this is my formula. This month, third month, it will be 2x sale. In fourth month it is 3x sale. In sixth month it is 1x sale. Okay, I am going to combine this formula which I got from my previous data using an algorithm to predict the future. So as described, quantitative analytics doesn't involve any sort of risk. Clear? So moving further, I'll just give you a simple example so that you can understand that quickly. Okay, qualitative analysis. Okay, consider you are running a garment shop. Okay, so what you will be doing, you are top in the city, so uh, in my shop I can sell branded clothes, branded tees and branded pants, so that many people across the city, across the nation, they are ordering from me. Okay, most probably people are just they are showing interest on these categories. Okay, so in future also they will be, for buying a tea they will be coming to my shop. This is my intuition. So what I'll be doing, I'll be getting some same category of products, right? This is qualitative analysis. The same thing what I'm going to do is quantitative analysis. Okay, so what I'm going, I have a graph in my shop. In some months, January and all, sales is low, February is little high, the March then low, then April little high, and then at June I have the maximum sale of my product, of my shop or anything, right? So what I can do, if I want to introduce a new product, whether I want to keep it here or here, I just collect from the data that in June I have the maximum number of sales. So if I want to introduce a new category to my shop, it is better to introduce on June. So more people comes, more people buy, so I have a probability of getting more sale. So here it is like an intuition. Okay, people are getting this selected goods from my shop. You may or you might not get your intuition. Maybe in the very next month some other company offers a big offer on their product, everyone will run there, right? So you don't have any proper record, but I have the record here. So every year in approximate I have a June month where I have good sales. Okay, so I can introduce a new product here. Okay, so the same way we are going to separate analysis, the past event, we are going to separate into two things. Same thing, qualitative and then quantitative. Okay, qualitative, everyone like it explains how and why, and quantitative is like you are going to interpret from your data and you are going to work on. Okay, so obviously at the end of this lecture, you will be well aware analysis and analytics are not equal. The same way, data analysis and data analytics. Data analysis means you are going to process the previous data which you got from your customer, and data analytics is like you are going to submit a data which you are going to perform in future. The same business analysis is like the business which I have, the tactics or the formula which I use for my business for the past period, and the business analytics is like the future prediction or the future implementation of my service to grow, to improvise my service. Okay, hope you are clear with what is mean by analysis and what is mean by analytics, right? So anyone have any doubt in what we have seen in this, the difference between both, or shall we proceed to the next one? Okay, so we'll proceed. Okay, so next we are moving on to the things like a introduction to business analytics. We are going to, as I said, I don't want the data what I have did till now. I don't want the things what I want to do to improvise my things. So we'll be very much, or we'll be focusing only on the analytics part. Okay, to future, to predict our future, to how to improvise our things. Okay, so we'll just go on to some introduction on business analytics, how we are going to work with the data analytics, how we are going to derive the data from our analysis part to the analytics and some data science. Okay, so we are going to start. This is the overall view of a data science diagram. Okay, this will be the, what to say, for a mathematics, how you are just taking a tables, a multiplication table, addition table, like that, right? So this is something clear or overall view about a data science. This is what we call a data science graph. Okay, so I'll just explain you. Okay, today we'll be going a bit deeper into what is this all about. Okay, so the first thing, if you consider a business, what and all are factors you will be getting? Okay, if you consider a business, what factors you will be getting is, you will be having a business case study. Okay, participants, please be precise. You are going to answer everything because this is very, very important out of all. So I'm going to ask for every slide, I'm going to ask one question, and more and the answer will be around those. Okay, so if you take a business, we'll be having a business case study. Business case study is like what and all, how and all I have run my business till date. Okay, so qualitative analytics, qualitative analysis. Okay, not a quantitative analysis. Preliminary data reports. Reports is nothing but what and all I had till now data, that preliminary I have processed for a thing, and then reporting with visuals, creating a dashboards and sales forecasting. Right now, my question is, how many of these terms involves working with data? Okay, so these I have taking a business. Okay, taking a business, I have 1 2 3 4 5 6. So out of these 6, how much, which and all are going to get involved in the process? Consider qualitative analytics. Is there data involved? Yes, it is. So what and all the terms or data is involved in this here? Okay, so Madhav is saying all. Okay, so please be interactive, guys. Okay. So we'll draw a rectangle. Okay, so in business, it comes under business, right? In business, what things will be coming in data? We'll have a separate column for here. In these things, which will comes inside data, which needs data. Okay, except 1 and 4, 3. Okay, fine. I need everyone to be interactive, guys, because I'm just assuring you that at the end of the day, you are not going to take any extra effort out of the class, what we are going to spend every day 1 hour. Okay. Okay, great. I just get some answers. Okay. Some businesses, okay, they're mostly data driven. Okay, consider something like a service oriented, any service oriented, they'll be keep on collecting data. You take a Mantra, okay, you may take a Flipkart, you take Amazon, they are service delivering people. They are just connects the seller and the buyers. What they do is they just connect the people. They are delivering their service. So upon everything, they will be asking you a thing like, how was our service? Rate our service from 1 to 5. Okay, so they will be upon if you just contact their some customer care, they will be saying upon completion of this call, you'll be subjected to a feedback session. Kindly do that. They'll be doing that. Okay, they'll be doing that because those are data driven. They will be increasing their what to say, they will be improvising their service by the data which they collect from these customers. Okay, my one customer say, sir, I am unable to reach you properly or reach you easily. So what they will do, instead of having 10 customer care people, they will expand to 15 so that no more people will be in the hold for more time. This is data driven. Some things we'll be seeing which are very subjective or experience driven. Okay, to be more precise, you go to you have a set of bakeries in your city, right? But you if you want something, you'll just go to the certain bakery shop and you'll be purchasing that, even though it is somewhat a little more distance from your house. Why? So it has some experienced cook or the person who does the things, right? So we have two kinds of business. One is data driven and another is a subjective or an experience driven. Okay, so considering those in business, what and all comes under data? So before getting into this, I'll just explain this. Business case study. Business case that study doesn't involve in any data. It's just a what to say, it's just a simple understanding between the organization how we are going to work. They won't be deciding, okay, 100 people will be coming, we are not going to give 100 people service. No, if people come, this is the work, this is the service we are going to give. Just a methodology. And the qualitative analysis, here no data is there. Okay, so data driven things are preliminary data reports. To create a report, we need a data. We are going to create a visual reports, reportings with visuals. Creating a dashboard, we need a set of data to create a dashboard out of it. And sales forecasting. Okay, last year sales forecasting, by the month of November only we got big sale. Okay, ask the people to work on October very nicely to get more production, because we'll be having in our month of November we'll be having more sales forecasting, right? So these and all data driven. Okay, yes, so this is what, so these two I just explained you, right? So these are not even a single data is needed. So this is, in short, it is a methodology, and this is quantitative analytics. I just mentioned you what is that, right? So the second question of the day is, some of the terms you see two activities that aim to explain the past behavior, right? So to for example, analytics, analysis deals with the past, analytics deals with the future, right? So what we are going to do, we are going to draw a simple line here. So what this line is going to represent, this line is going to represent today, now, at the current stage, the present. Okay, so we are going to divide here. So what and all we have at our left to be the analysis. So analysis is a past. And what and all we are going to have at the right, we have the analytics, which is the prediction, which means the future. Right? So I'm going to, people, you are going to start typing which will come which side. These, we have a set of data here, which will be lies on analysis part and which will be coming on the analytics part. Okay, forecasting to the analytics part, great. You just don't do anything, just you think like this. See, business case study. So this event will be done in the future or past. You just take that. That's it. The next thing. Okay, sales reporting visual. Okay, great, great, great. Yes, great. Yes. So we are going to discuss one by one. So business case study. I'll go. Okay, business case study. Is this going to be a past? It's gonna deal with the past or the future? Case study. It's something like we are going to do with the past data. We are going to study about that. What was the mistake we did? What was the thing we are going to do? Right. So this is gonna to stay in the past. So it will be staying in the left side of the window, right? So qualitative analytics, even with a single word, analytics deals with future. So instead of uh, considering anything, just the word analytics, it jumps to this side, right? So the same thing, preliminary data reports. Okay, data reports. Reports means we are going to collect from the data and we are going to make a report. So past. So visuals, we are going to get the reports. From that reports, we are going to visuals, right? So that also the left side. Dashboard, everything. These and all or be like this. Only the analytics part will be having that side. You may ask, sir, you just say we have analytics, right? Why won't we have analysis here? We will have a term called business analysis to our past side. Okay, but I am being precise. We are not going to concentrate on the analysis part until unless we want something to predict our analytics. Okay, we are not going to see why my service is low or how was my service till date. Until unless I need some data to calculate the analytics, I'm not going to see that. Okay, I'm just eliminating that. Okay, so the next thing, these are coming in the past. Okay, so we have the two things, right? So these and all data, okay, data which are at past. So how we can relate? So we just said analysis means past and the analytics means future. So data which comes in the past, we refer that as data analysis. Wait, what happens here? A new term is jumping from here to here. You just see that here. The next slide. Okay. So what and all data we have here, we just bring that. Still sales forecasting. I'm going to forecast my future. Okay. I'm just bringing to the right side of the line. Okay. So this deals with the future works. Okay. So data with the past, we call data analysis. Data with the future, we call data analytics. Okay. So we are going to, we have what we have did for a business. We have some key points in that which and all are data driven. We just drew a circle and sorry, we drew a rectangle and we just brought inside that and we classified based on the things, whether it has reported in the past or we are going to do in the future, right? So the next thing which we are going to get is, the next thing is data science. Okay, what is data science? Data science is a discipline relevant on which our data availability, okay, what data we have actually. From this customer, I can get this data only. Okay, and you should understand data or business analytics. Okay, business analytics, how I am going to run my business in future, does not involve only with the data. It includes data, but the my company's progression in future does not relies only on data. A simple example I'm giving. Okay, consider I am just having something like a bakery shop. Okay, I'm doing from this year, I'm just till date I was doing a blackberry cake. Okay, I got a good response till date. Per day I'm getting sold of 10 cakes around. Okay, so today if I sit and predict my next what I want to do in the next 2 months, I may not be I have a data something like, okay, till date blackberry cake was good. Okay, my forecasting will be I can make a blackberry cake, plus I'll be keeping what is the current trend in the market, what is the new flavor of cake. Okay, I'm not going to work only on data means blackberry cake only, right? I'm not rely only on the data. I am going to move on some forecasting too. Okay, data science, the word data science is going to give a clear cut view, not only with data but also with the forecasting thing. Okay, so the next question. Okay, we got a box like a business analytics here, business in common, and a data analytics. Okay, that's fine. We just separated each. Now we got a rectangle in data. We have a subdivision called data science, right? Which goes where, right? So in data science, which this thing is like we have something relevant to business. This is purely data, and we have combination of data plus data science, right? Which things comes to this position? Can anyone guess that? Okay, I don't want to think this. I'm just giving you this answer. So anyone can get me what is the a term called optimization of drilling operations? Yes, yes. So you can see here, what is the data? Why you are getting some new term called drilling operation? A drilling operation, you put simple term drilling. What is mean by drilling? It is something like extracting, right? We are going to drill something and you're going to get something. So we are going to introduce a new term called data science here, which is what it does is what its actual work is like. It's going to improvise your accuracy of your prediction, what you are going to do in your future. It's going to improvise. Suppose you are going to do take a step. Okay, you are going to buy 10 goods, and if you are going to keep it in a shop, you may sell 6 out of 6 object which you bought. The 4 didn't get sold. There your efficiency is 60%. Your planning or your prediction is 60% efficiency. The same thing, we are going to use data science, and we are going to sell 8 out of 10 products which we buy. We are going to improvise, we are going to tune the efficiency of your prediction. How we are going to do this prediction or this improvisation of accuracy is done based on the data we are going to extract from doing various activities, and the doing these activities is called a drilling efficiency. Okay, so we are going to drill, we are going to make use of these data, we are going to collect what service they actually need, what service they actually want, what is the future requirement. Okay, so moving further, okay, I have a new thing, a new example for data analytics, only data analytics. I don't want to involve something like business or data science, only pure data. This thing, the digital signal processing, works only purely on data. These things, the preliminary data reports, it is somewhere related to business, and then it was related to data science, and it is related to data analytics, right? But the digital signal processing, I'll give you an example. See, it it works. How it works? So it will be getting an input which is in data. Okay, it's going to it's going to convert into a frequency which is also a data. It's what frequency we got, it got converted into a numerical value. It's going to store, and it's going to store in this form of data. Again, conversion, data conversion, it's going to release as a data. Here we get any business, or here we are getting any data science? No, this is a complete example of an operation which have purely data. Okay, so I'm going to close my chart. Okay, I'm going to give an overall picture. Okay, here we just gone about business case, business, and then we have just introduced data and data science. What is mean by this business intelligence, artificial intelligence, machine learning? What is this about? What is the business intelligence? What were the business intelligence you are talking about? Is this anything kind of artificial intelligence or something similar to that? You have any idea? People, you have any idea? You can post that. What is mean by business intelligence? We just saw in the last class, BI. Great, 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 great. Yes. So business intelligence is nothing but you are going to process the data. You are going to process what you are going to what the process of analysis is there. No, you are going to process that, and after processing, you are going to give a historical business data. History is nothing but what happened in the past. Historical business data. So what was my data which I have collected through my business? It may be my service data, it may be my sales data. What and all I got, I am going to project, or I am going to create a report out of that. So now you can ask, okay, you are going to get data, you are going to analyze, you are going to forecast. Why this business intelligence comes into the picture? Something like it's a waste of time, right? You are going to process, you are going to use some graphs, or you are going to represent why it is. So business intelligence aims to explain past events using your business data. It's a size. Suppose I am going to take a next move in my next month or next service. I can look into my business intelligence. Okay, in previous data, I was going with that move, so I got this much profit or loss. If it is a loss, I will be conscious enough so that I won't do the same thing again to get the loss, right? So if it is a profit, okay, I have did, okay, I have a record. I eliminate here the risk, whether it may be I may go with the profit or I may go with the loss. So with this past events, I can explain I was doing the same last month, so I got the profit. The same thing, the last month I have did the same error, so I was getting the same loss. Okay, so this is the thing. So I'm getting back to our graph. So what is the business intelligence? So as everything we can see, business intelligence is going to explain only the past event. We are not going to predict. We are going to use only the past event. So we have only in the business intelligence in the past, not in the future. Okay. So what is business intelligence? Business intelligence is a preliminary state of predictive analytics. So it is the first or the foremost starting step of an predictive analytics. Okay, so what business intelligence is going to do for you is set of two things. It's going to analyze the past data and extract the only the useful insights. Okay, in a data which I'm going to collect, I'll be having n number of things. It's going to process that and you're going to give me the clear cut picture. Only I want this. I want data which will be useful in my future. I don't want the name or the person's contact number. I don't want that. If it's my case, I don't want that. Right? So I'm going to create an appropriate model for that. Okay. So if it is a sales, I'm not going to use a pie chart. Sales means I'll be using a plot graph, right? So in month of January, my sale is this. Next, up, it's going up, it's going down, it's going up again, down, up, down, right? So I'm going to get an appropriate model for that. Okay, so moving back to our thing. So we have a preliminary data report. Okay, preliminary data report, what is that? It is the first step of any data analysis. So you will be having a data, right? From that, you have to start your analysis. That is your first step, right? You are going to you are going to create a report on your data, first data. Okay, you are going to get a preliminary data reports. That is the first step of in data analytics. So that will be moving you is that it will be something like a business intelligence? No, it doesn't, right? It involves, it's what is the process here. You're going to collect a data, you're going to shortlist, that's it. So it stays there, results comes here. Reporting with an visuals, you are going to create from the visuals, we are sorry, from the reports you are going to create a visuals and creating dashboard. These are something like what we saw to clear to get a appropriate model, right? So we are going to get appropriate things out from our case studies, right? So what is meant by business intelligence? Business intelligence is nothing but you're going to collect or you're going to get the useful data from your library or from your data set, and you're going to create a visual thing, a clear cut thing. If this is my move, this will be the happen according to your data. If you sell this product less, it will go up to this much order. If you sell it for 50 rupees, your order will be 500. If you sell for 25 rupees, your order will be 10,000. Okay. So next, what we had artificial intelligence, machine learning. Most of the people who are in the latest trends, they'll be very much aware of what is meant by artificial intelligence and machine learning, right? So I don't want to waste much time and just give a short introduction about machine learning. Machine learning, as we just saw, it is the ability of the machines. We are not going to do the same activity repeatedly. We are going to instruct the machine. We are going to in very basic way, what I'm going to say, we are going to train the machine for that particular job. Okay, we are going to train a machine, we are going to train a robot, or we are going to train a computer, you are going to train a system to do that. The ability of machine to predict the outcomes without being explicitly programmed. Okay, so machine learning is about creating and implementing algorithms. So the basic things what the machine learning does is it makes predictions. It will analyze the pattern. Okay, starting of the year, it will go up for a while and it will go down. So it will analyze. Okay, it will make prediction. Okay, by this month 15th, it will go to top by 10 percentage. Okay, same way it will give recommendations. By your previous data, the value of this good will be going less, so don't invest on this. It will give some recommendations. Okay, so machine learning cannot be implemented without data, right? So if you have some data, it will refer and then it will just tell you, right? If you want to predict means what? You want to have some data sets from that. Okay, last year it was like this. Okay, this year also maybe like this, or last 10 years it will be like this. It was like that, so it will be like this too. So analyze pattern, the same thing, we need data. So to give recommendation, before it was like this, so it may go like that. To give recommendation, same things happen, right? We need data. So we are going to apply machine learning tools to the content of business intelligence. We are not going to do anything with this future, right? So what is meant by artificial intelligence? What is meant by intelligence? Suppose you are saying, no, when we are in the school or college, they will be saying he is a very intelligent guy. What is meant by that? The ability to think, the ability to manage that certain things, right? So we call that as intelligence. So artificial intelligence is like, if we have a problem, how the machine can tackle that thing? How, if a human was there, how he can tackle that? We are going to implement a human being inside a machine. Okay, so machine learning, it's going to predict. What are you going to do? It's going to predict, it's going to analyze the pattern, it's going to give recommendation. If you just join artificial intelligence, okay, my prediction is this, if my prediction is this, it's going to think using artificial intelligence, it's going to do. So it's a great combination. That's what people now prefers, ML and AI. So it's going to predict, it's going to think. That's what the human does. Okay, to be more precise, stock markets and all, many robots and all doing stock markets. So robots means it's not a physical robot, it's like a programmed thing. So you can see, it will automatically buy the stocks, it will automatically sell the stocks. How it does? It predicts, it will think, it will does. Every time the user doesn't want to say buy, sell, don't want, it just predicts, it just does that thing. Okay, so the next thing, okay, machine learning and uh, data science is fine. Why you are going to use machine learning here? Will that increase in any accuracy? You are talking about your accuracy, right? So you are saying you want to be very accurate in your prediction, right? So will that give any hand in that? Yes, it does. So you say, yeah, you are going to create some dashboards, right? So we'll be having, using that machine learning and artificial intelligence, we will be creating real-time dashboards. We are not going to, suppose like with last 10 years data, we are not going to do with last 10 years, because technology grew and everything just emerge in a different way, right? So we need data, something which is very new. So what we are going to do is, we are going to, instead of comparing with an older set of data, we are going to compare with the real-time dashboard. Okay, so if I'll go with a simple example here. So what the thing is like, the Facebook does, the Facebook gives a data to something like, from Facebook we are going to get some data using machine learning things, and you are going to use that things here. Consider, in their Facebook, many are seeing about something like, to be more precise, you just while going to your bed, you are just surfing in your internet or in your Amazon or Flipkart, something like you are searching for some dress, okay, some sort of some categorized dress, okay. So once you are done, you are moving back to your Facebook or any other things, okay. So eventually in your Facebook or some social media, the same thing will be popping out there. Do you want this? Do you want to buy this product at the cheaper price? What? How come this data got leaked? How come the data transfer take place in a fraction of a second? I just closed that application just now and just moved here. What happened here? Okay, so that gives the point of client retention. Okay, so machine learning, what it does is it's going to develop a model, so it's going to predict what you are going to buy next. So you are for the past 5 days you are seeing some sort of dress, so this guy is something interested to buy a certain category's product. Okay, his purchase is next to be that. So it predicts, not only predicts, it does fraud preventions. How it does fraud retentions? Okay, so something like if you say some frauders or something like you are buying some products through through a Facebook page. Okay, through a Facebook page you are seeing, you are buying that, so you are getting like it is a fraud product. So what you are doing, you are going to give a negative command over there. Okay, next time when I surf the same product through Google, not even only Facebook, through a Google or something, it will rate me, it will give me a review. Okay, this person have bought me this product, since he said it is fake, you just be alert before buying that. It just says he's a fraud. You're getting that? So it not only gives something like a prediction, it will also give a recommendation. Don't do this, this will fetch you in a loss, because seeking the data, we may, well, we want to wait for some while, or we don't want to move, take this move. Okay, so we have the ability to predict and we have the ability to come out of the frauders, right? We don't have something like fraud preventions we have, right? So what else we have? We have speech recognition, image recognition, which is a data science related thing, right? Uh, we don't want to focus most on this. I just show you this slide because you can ask which comes under AI plus data science plus machine learning. Speech recognition is something like you are using Google, Google Home or Alexa. Whenever you speech, it not only it will take your input, it will take input. It will just think whose voice is this? Hello Alexa. If you just say hello Alphite, it will say your name. Whenever you say I want, what is my, what is this, what is that, it will think, it will do that, it will give you the best, it will know your choice. After using for a couple of days, it will know your choice. This is your preferred choice. It knows, right? Even though the image recognition does, right? So if you go in our overall lab, this is something we'll be seeing covering the business part. We won't be seeing these because we are going to focus only on data science, the morely precisely only on data. Okay, so this is the data. Okay, data science graph or the data science sheet we can refer to. Okay, so I guess the time is done. Okay. We'll meet in the next class.